Good morning, friends. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Priscilla. Welcome this morning. Good morning, Irene. Hello, hello. Good morning, John. Great to see you. So glad you're here. I hope. Good morning, Fannie Faye Davis. Kristen, good morning. I have a new cup for you. Good morning, Sharon. How are you? Hi, Vicky. I'll catch you a minute later. I'm glad you popped in. It's good to see you. I hope it's good. I hope it's a good conversation. Good morning, Sandra. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am all cattywampus this morning here. Let's get this thing together a little more. All right, that's like something here. And at least see the forsythia and the daffies giving us a little bit of hope back there. All right, good morning, everybody. How are we doing? How is everybody? That's a real question. I'm actually genuinely curious. I have my great Sue Lanyon mug. Sue gave me this when my first trip to Fall River, and it says the Thessalonians text on it that in everything give thanks. So I am thankful every time I have coffee out of it. Not just for coffee, though that's really nice, but also for Sue and for our community of faith, all of that. So welcome everybody. So how is everybody doing? You're all very quiet this morning. Good morning, Linda. Morning, Irene. Hi, Sue. Good morning. Hope you're all well. Good morning, Cecile. How are you? I know, the gloomy Thursday. Good grief. I was so encouraged yesterday. I actually got out. For 20 minutes. I know it looks like I spent all day out there, but I actually I'm on antibiotics, so I forgot that when you do that sort of thing. So now, I feel like a little bit of I'm channeling a tomato, but that's all right. Good morning, Donna. How are you, Amy? Welcome. Hope the Lavoie clan is well. Good morning. I'm so glad you're doing well. Doing good, John. That's great. I'm pretty good. Very nice. Brad and Beth, I hope they're well. Yes, I know. I like this mug too. It's got some heft to it. It's very good. Thank you, Kristen. Thankful for 11:11. Picked up a house cleaning job. Very nice. Excellent. Thankful for every day. That's all we can do. Welcome, everybody. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here this morning, and I just want to hear a little bit of check-in of how you're doing because of the fact that not only because I care about every one of you, but because it is about part of this gathering is about sharing our time together and sharing this journey together. So I am glad. Granddaughter turns 13 today. No way. Oh, that's mind blown. Thank you for that. I'll be thinking about that all day. Irene, thankful to be in church. Yes, that's right. Wherever two or three are gathered, friends. Wherever two or three are gathered. Keep Joe in your prayers. Platelets came back high again. Oh, all right. Off to the specialist next. Okay, we will certainly hold her in our prayers for sure. So this morning, because I want to talk about this morning, I want to talk about maintenance. And what it is to maintain a thing. See, I get it. Maintenance is about, when we talk about great spiritual topics or great things, it's about as sexy as uncorded wool. It is really, nobody really wants to snuggle up to the whole idea of maintenance. There's nothing beautiful in it. There's nothing, glorifying in it. There's nothing uplifting in it. And yet, I think, I want to start with the fact that if we look at kind of particularly God's promise throughout the entire Old Testament, it is this, God's love is said with this one word that is often, there's a lot of different words that God's love is described with, but one word comes back again and again, one Hebrew word called chesed. Jack is out of control. He should be back into his cage again. I can neither confirm nor deny what that. I don't know. You've been handling him a lot longer than anybody else, so Pax Vobiscum. That's all I can offer. That when we when we look at kind of the way God's love gets described to us, it gets described as this word chesed, which is this, get that good guttural, like you're hawking one up, like that chesed is this requirement of God that says that God has a steadfast love for us. This kind of a description of a love that grabs onto us and won't let us go. This constant love for us. It actually looks like a love with a really good maintenance program. Like that's actually what it looks like. That is hey Audrey, glad you're here. This whole idea of maintenance that we think about is like, oh God, I gotta take care of my body, I gotta take care of the car, I gotta do the things and all this stuff and vacuum the floor, If there's another way to think about this, to think about it as this is something grabbing onto something that won't and not letting it go. This is in fact, if you look at what God is doing with that love throughout creation, it is this constant act of creating. It's this constant act of creating. That what this constant act of creating is bringing about is every daffodil and every forsythia and every painting and every fireplace and every beautiful thing that is in our world, that all of these things, that not just from the natural world, but from our own creative genesis, that we talk about this chesed love, this love that won't let us go, and it's like, oh, it sustains us, that's great, God loves us so much, but it's actually deeper than that. It's actually deeper into the creative sense of who and what we are right now, like that, and that's, friends, it's maintenance. It's maintenance. My spiritual director, Ken Parker, who is one of the gurus of my life, he is constantly grinding on me about what are you doing for your spiritual disciplines. And I'm like, I tied my shoelaces today. I don't know. I know I'm not great with the disciplines. It is not part of my gift, but part of his relentlessness with that is, in fact, because of the love that he has for me about understanding how maintenance and that this regular work of our lives, this regular rhythm, this regular holding on, and this regular cleaning of things, doing of things, is a part of the very depth and being of the image of God that is within us. God is a creator, and God has chesed love for creation, this love that will not let go, this love that is steadfast, this love that is always there. It is a love that is constantly in the act of creating and maintaining. In the church in First Congregational, we had all of our plans to do the tower this year. That I'm so glad my shoelaces count. Me too. I know. I'm one step away from getting those Velcro shoes. So really, yeah, I'm with you. That we were our tower needs love, needs maintenance. We were that close, and we've been sandbagged, as you might imagine, by COVID, and yet. And through this whole conversation, there's been this desire, the desire to maintain the beauty of the place, to maintain the beauty of the tower, to maintain that which has been a part of this whole conversation. And it reminds me, I have the Velcro shoes, that's awesome. It reminds me that we are that expression of God in time and space in the smaller of ways. We have that on board. Now, what is it to be afflicted in all of this? That's the other question. Because we're also in this time of it's really hard. It's impossible in some ways to maintain the things that we were maintaining. We might actually have to be kind of making hard choices about the things that we're maintaining, about what we're holding on to, about what we're not holding on to. And I want to offer you this portion from Job, because I think we need to spend a little time with Job. If you know the book of Job, it's really the course in suffering. in the Old Testament. If you want to understand suffering, you want to understand a relationship to suffering, read Job. So if you remember the story at all, Job ends up, God and Satan are having a conversation. Job is afflicted but not killed. And so he's afflicted in all sorts of imagined ways. His family dies, he has boils, he has all these things that happen, but he himself is not harmed or killed. And his friends and even his wife and everybody in his life are just saying, look, curse God and die. Just give up, give up and die. And finally, after all this long conversation, he comes to this. He kind of has this big standoff with his friends, and he says this in the top of the 27th chapter. He says, and Job took up his challenge with him again, and he says, "As God lives, who has taken away my right, and my Almighty, and the Almighty who has made my soul bitter, as long as my breath is in me, and the Spirit of God is in my nostrils, my lips will not speak falsehood, and my tongue will not utter deceit. Far be it from me to say that you are right. Until I die, I will not put away my integrity from me. I hold fast my righteousness." That actually gets translated as maintained. I maintain my righteousness. I work on it every day, and I will not let it go. My heart does not reproach me for any of my days. Friends, not only are we made in the image of God, not only does God, this creation, infused with this hesed love that is constantly and always maintaining us and us around us, not only that, but we are invited to reflect that back to the one who made us. We are invited to step into this journey of maintenance. Now, I know we are all thinking about the things that we're going to maintain. We're not going to maintain in this time. We're reflecting on these things of what is going to endure, what is not going to endure, how are things shifting, how are things not shifting. All of that is part of the conversation in this hour. But I want to suggest to you that we, in those words of Job, hold fast our righteousness and will not let it go. For our hearts do not reproach us for any of our days. That hearts don't reproach us for any of our days. We can spend our time in the past imagining all the things we did wrong and have our heart reproach us for our days. We can imagine the fears of the future and all the things that are going to happen out here somewhere, and all the ways that the COVID's going to get us, or the authorities are going to get us, or something else is going to get us. All of these in the midst of it. But our heart right now and right here, with you and I, and gathered in this disparate place, we do not end up being reproached for our days. So let go of the days that your maintenance may have been less than platinum. Let go of the days that you think you are not being supplied by your Maker. Because the bottom line is you have 100% track record of getting through every hard day you've ever faced. And friends, with the one who made you, and the hesed love that binds you, and the glory of God that is within you, you will be able to continue to maintain. That is the promise of the gospel, and that is my hope for all of you this day. All right, friends, that's our time together today. I am so thankful that you're with us. We will meet again tomorrow. Have a great day. I know it has got some gloom to it, but I hope you can find some good things and find something beautiful out there. Find something that's a great part of your life. Find something that's good. And maintain that. Throw some time into that. That makes it that puts a new shine on the old car, if you will. That you may have joy in these days. All right, friends. Blessings of peace and grace. It is so good to see you all.